It's just how Yu-Gi-Oh works, you know. You can kind of tell which card is modern day and what is back then, you know. Return one of this actor pendulum monster you control to the hand, and if you do, special summon from your extra deck and defense position. One base up abyss actor pendulum monster with a different origin name from that monster. If this set card monster with a different origin name from the monster, if this set card is in its owner's control, is destroyed by opponent's card effect. You have a face up abyss actor pendulum monster in extra deck. You can send any number of pendulum script spells directly from your deck. You can only activate one abyss script. Romantic terror per turn. Curse of the Mass Beast. This card is a ritual summon the Mass Beast. You must also tribute 8 monsters from your hand or field whose levels equal 8 or more. Galaxy Zero. Target 1 photon or galaxy monster. Target 1 photon or galaxy monster in your graveyard special summon. In an attack position equipped with this card, it cannot attack or activate its effects. If it would be destroyed by battle or card effects during the battle phase, you can destroy this card as this face-up card leaves the field. The equipped monster's attack becomes 0. You can only activate one Galaxy Zero per turn. Forbidden Chalice. Target 1 face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn. That target gains a 400 attack, but its effects are negated. Another Forbidden Chalice. 3 Forbidden Chalices. Wow. I wonder what I was trying to play with those Forbidden Chalice. Anti-magic arrows. At the start of the battle phase from the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, neither player can activate spell or trap cards or their effects, and neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. Break up magic, the 7th one. To activate this card, you must draw it for your normal draw in your draw phase. Reveal it, keep it revealed until the start of the main phase 1. At the start of main phase 1, the same turn, you can special summon from your extra deck or graveyard one monster that has between number 101 or number 107 in its name, except number C monsters. Then XYZ summon for your extra deck one number C monster with the same number in its name as the first monster by using as a material. You can only apply the effect of the ring up monster, 7th one, once per duel. Trade in. Discard 1 level 8 monster. Draw 2 cards. Magnificent Machine Angel. Tribute 1 Cyber Angel ritual monster from your hand or field that targets 1 life fairy monster you control. It gains attack and defense equal to the level of monster when it attribute X200 until the end of the turn. This turn ends battle an opponent's monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. Opponent's monster effects are negated during the battle phase. Only you can activate 1 magnificent magical angel per turn. Enchanting Fitting Room. Pay 800 life points. Activate the top 4 cards of your deck, especially some all activated level 3 or lower normal monsters. Also, after that, shuffle the rest back into your deck. Amulet of Ambition. Equip only to a normal monster if it's battled. A monster with a higher level equipped monster gains 500 attack times the difference in the levels during the damage calculation. Only when this card is sent to the graveyard you can place it on top of your deck. White Elephant's Gift. Send 1 face-up non-effect monster you control to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. Eradicating Urso. Destroy all insect monsters on the field. Umi, all fish, sea serpent, thunder, aqua monsters on the field gain 200 attack and defense, and all machine and pyro monsters on the field lose 200 attack and defense. Arcane Barrier. Each time it faces a spellcaster monster on the field is destroyed, place 1 spell counter on this card. Max, you can send this card to 1 face of monster you control to graveyard and draw 1 card. We already read that, but I read it again. If we come across any cards we already read, I'm going to just put them to the side. Fortress Will Wolves. This card is used to ritual summon Fortress Will. You must also attribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equals 7 or more. The Big March of Animals. All face up beast face a monster on the field this turn. That target loses 800 attack, but it is unaffected by the effects of other spell traps. Miracle Synchro Fusion. Fusion summon 1. Fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a synchro monster as a material by banishing fusion monster listed on it from your field or graveyard. If this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, it's into the graveyard, drop 1 brutality. This equipped monster gains 1,000 attack and loses 1,000 defense once per turn during your standby 1,000 life points or destroy this token. Preparation of rites. Add one ritual spell from your deck to your hand and add one ritual monster from your deck to your graveyard to your hand, whose name is listed on the ritual spell. You can only activate one preparation of rites per turn. Nobleman of Crossout. Target one face down monster on the field, destroy that target. And if you do banish it, then if it was a flip monster, each player reveals their main deck, then banish all cards from it with that monster's name. It could only do a fairy monster. It gains 500 attack. If it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, gain life points equal to the damage inflicted. Magnetic field. If you control a level 4 or lower earth rock monster, you can target one level 4 or lower magnetic warrior. Your graveyard is special summoning. You can only use this effect of magnetic field once per turn. Once per turn, at the end of the damage step, when an earth rock monster you control battled an opponent monster by the opponent's monster was not destroyed by the battle, you can return an opponent's monster to the hand. Attack the moon. Once per turn, when the battle position of a rock monster you control is changed, you target one spell trap your opponent controls and destroy that target. Fusion recycling plant. Once per turn, you can discard one card, add one polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Once per turn, during the end phase, you can target one monster in your graveyard that was used as a fusion material for a fusion monster's turn. Add it to your hand. Destruction Swordsman Fusion. Fusion summon one fusion monster that lists Buster Blader as material for your extra deck. Using monsters from your hand or either field as a fusion material. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard and add this card to your hand. You can only use the effect of Destruction Swordsman Fusion once per turn. Emblem Dragon Destroyer. Add one Buster Blader from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Dark Magical Curtain. Pay half your life points, but summon one dark mission from your deck. You cannot summon other monsters the turn you activate this card, but you can card it if a monster is normal special summon face up except by the effect of black card and have its attack. Then the controller of that monster special summon one rose token. Is a plant dark level 2 attack 800 defense the same to their opponent's field in the attack position. This attack loss remains even if this card leaves the field. You can target one monster in your graveyard with the attack equal to the total attack of all plant monsters on the field. Destroy this card and many plant monsters on the field as possible, and if it destroy all special summon that target monster junction. You can tribute one 200 monster special summon one synchro monster from your deck with a different level than the tribute monster hand on the field during your opponent's turn. If you special summon a synchro monster from your extra deck, target one card of the field and shuttle it into the deck. You can only use effective Starlight Junction once per turn. Nobleman of Extermination. Target one face down spell or trap on the field, destroy that target, and if you do banish it, then if it was a trap, each player reveals their main deck, then banishes all cards with the card's name. Super Strident Blaze. Equipped only to a machine fusion monster, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects during the battle phase. At the end of the damage step, if the equipped monster attacked by the opponent's monster, you can banish one Cyber Dragon monster from spell in your hand. Add one Abyss script spell from your deck to your hand with a different name than the revealed spell. While you control Pendulum, summon Abyss Actor Pendulum. Monster, any monster effect activated by your opponents becomes to destroy one spell or trap your opponent controls. You can only use each effect of Abyss Playhouse Fantastic Theater once per turn. Merciful